According to spokesman for the governor's office, the order in council has been made by Her Majesty and the Privy Council. Her Majesty made the order as scheduled on March 18th, and it has been confirmed that the order will be laid in Parliament as scheduled on March 25th. Spokesman for the governor's office confirmed that there will be no debate concerning the order. It will simply depend on the commissioner's final report. According to officials at the governor's office, it will be the governor who enforces the order in council come the end of April if deemed necessary. Both officials from the PNP and PDM have expressed their disagreement with the order in council, and today, as promised, officials from the PNP party met with other government officials from the Caribbean. The Premier, Honorable Michael Mizik, and PNP leader, Honorable Guillermo Williams, met with Prime Minister of the Bahamas, the Right Honorable Hubert Ingraham, and Leader of the Opposition, the Right Honorable Perry Christie, in the Bahamas earlier today to garner support in his fight against the possible partial constitution suspension. During their time in New Providence, the Premier and Honorable Williams appeared on the local Bahamian radio show Hard Copy with host Steve McKinney to discuss their reasons for the visit. Show host Steve McKinney also questioned the PNP leaders about reports that citizens have welcomed the report. Honorable Williams explained that was the case at first, but opinions have since changed.
I think in the beginning, before people had an opportunity to read the recommendation and being educated on it, they probably was just looking at it as, the way some Caribbean people, you against me. But now, after they have an understanding of the recommendation and getting educated on it, now they're realizing that they'll have no voice. They'll have no one to complain to if they have any concerns about anything in the community. They have no voice in the House of Assembly. They lost all of that. Now they're realizing that if they have any problem with the health care, education, they have no voice. I think now people are beginning to say, hey, we're going back 50 years ago when we was only here as almost slave. Now they're realizing, and I'm guaranteed as time goes on and the more they get educated about it, they will start raising voice against it.
Honorable Mizik also addressed questions on whether or not his resignation still stands.
I have announced that my intention to resign on the 31st of May, of March. And this announcement was made months, even before the report came out. And as you know, the party had a election. I didn't stand for leadership, and because it's clearly my intention to resign. And so it is still my intention to resign and allow the new party leader to take over as premier.
But you're not putting a date on that. I'm not trying to rush you out, you know.
No.
I'm just asking.
I've been in politics for 20 years. So, but the point is that I will resign before the 31st of March.
Okay.
Honorable Mizik further answered questions of a possible move to go independent.
You know, you have a situation where, because of the progress, I mean, you have a lot of people that are very comfortable, and as they say, a full stomach hardly makes a revolutionary, and so sometimes, but it takes an educational process, so people can understand that the British government pays absolutely nothing for us. We pay our own way. We've been paying our own way for the last 20 years or more. We pay the governor's salary, we pay for his upkeep, and so, as a matter of fact, they're costing us, and so there's absolutely no reason why Turks and Caicos couldn't go independent. We've been very successful in the last 6 years, and there's absolutely no reason.
Mizik went on to say that his administration has been one of the most successful in the history of the Turks and Caicos. He also stated that some of the things stated in the order in council are things the British government wished to implement in the Turks and Caicos Constitution more than a year ago, and is simply using the Commission of Inquiry as an excuse to make the changes they desire. He ended by pleading to the Turks and Caicos Islanders living in the Bahamas to fight to preserve their country, and invited the Bahamians to get involved because he considers the two countries essentially one. News 4 will have a more in-depth special report for you in Monday's newscast. For WIV4 News, I'm Jody Harvey.